invite right now is Muralidhar Somisetty, who is the founder and CEO of a very innovative startup. It's called YogiFi. And this is where we are trying to use all the latest technology to make yoga accessible by everybody on their own. You don't need a teacher, but without me divulging all the details, I've been working with Murali for more than a year. So let's bring Murali onto the stage and have him do a quick demonstration of what YogiFi is all about. In Apple, we called it a surprise and delight. I hope that it will be a surprise.
Namaste to everyone. I am Murali from Bangalore, India. So first of all, Srini, thanks for giving me the platform to share. So I want to start with a small sloka in the name of Patanjali. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakenam yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjalina natosmi. So I want to quickly share about what I'm going to do today as a demonstration. But before the demonstration, so I think it's a little bit of, I know that we're talking about the philosophical aspects of yoga and where asana is just one aspect of the overall Ashtanga. But here is a product which is focusing on the asana practice because that's what I believe is the first step towards anybody getting into the path of yoga. So the product is called YogiFi, and please let me know if you are able to hear me okay. Can you able to see the screen? Srini, can somebody confirm if?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to kind of mention that the product YogiFi came out of my own life experience when I had severe spine injuries, and how yoga really helped me to come back on track, mainly the asana practice. And so that actually being a techie turned yogi, so I come up with this thought on how about a smart yoga mat, which can actually, be like a teacher's assistant, and as well as the student's motivator or the practitioner, guidance. So here, essentially, what we are trying to do is a platform where both the trainers and the students can connect, and sort of like a community. At the same time, how that practice can be more quantified towards the results. And especially this is where the therapeutic aspect of yoga is coming into the play, where a lot of teachers have adopted also today this technology to see how they get their programs on various health issues are being able to, they can deliver this through YogiFi and make sure that the user is able to practice or the student is able to practice. So we got quite a few awards and recognitions, so I will not spend time on it. Maybe Srini, we can share this offline. So I'll just jump right into the demo. But before the demo, just a quick overview of what is YogiFi. Essentially, YogiFi is trying to bring the best of online and the offline class experience, unifying both of that into a product, which is a combination of a mat as well as an app. And essentially, the mat is embedded with sensors. And don't worry, these are not any electronic kind of sensors. This is something very deeply rooted in our ancient science, and that's basically using the basic fundamentals of copper and other elements which are very strongly connected to the earth. So that's the main flexible sensors. That's what we got a few innovations and inventions also with the patents granted there. And essentially it works like any other regular mat. You can roll it and take it anywhere. And what does this do is, like, there is a lot of data coming from the system, the mat, which helps in understanding the postures, how well they're able to do, and the weight distribution, the alignment, and at the basic level, just the practice motivator. If they're able to step onto the mat regularly, how long they're able to spend on the practice and what they are doing. And we also work with wearables like Apple Watch for the biofeedback, mainly on the vitals, the heart rate, and other vitals that we can collect. So, and the app is actually offering freemium programs where a lot of programs from various teachers, both in India and US, they can actually create programs and the programs can be delivered through the app like any other class. And of course, there are some various options for a user where they can get it in the teacher's voice, or they can get it in any other voice that the system can provide. Okay. And with that, this is the app. I'm going to quickly show the app first, quick to help you understand what we are trying to do. So you're able to see the screen. Oh, sorry,
We see your video, but we cannot see the screen if you're sharing it. But now we see the video. Yes.
Okay. So this is the app that we have where various programs are curated, and every program, behind every program, there's a trainer, and who is the trainer, and what are the benefits and all that, and what are the postures they can try, and what is the class all about. After every program, we also have some meditations. So which is actually like encouraging the small cool down and a meditation sequence. And also based on the practice every day, we also recommend certain postures to be learned and how it to be done in a step-by-step fashion. So this is mainly the app, and you can actually see the progress on a day-to-day basis, which days we have come, what has been the practice, somewhat little bit also for the kids. Actually, there are a lot of people liking, the kids are liking because there are badges and some gamification there. And there is a community here where people can connect with each other, inspire each other with their practice. Okay. And finally, there are certain configurations that user can do, the more like preferences. So we do have a lot of flexibility for user where they can turn off certain corrections which happen also in real time, so that they can see after the session what is the posture analysis like, and share that practice with the trainers as well as with the fellow people, the community there. So here, so there are asana corrections, asana motivations. So for every asana, there is a motivational element also. And so that way people, while they are holding the posture, we give the benefits of the asana. So just like any other class. So that's about it. And I'll quickly jump to the demo. It's a small demo. I will not take much of time. So by the way, we are attempting a small world record tomorrow on the yoga day from this is America Book of Records for the most people practicing virtually, because that's the time we are going through, especially in India. So to promote yoga at home, and so the Ministry of Ayush has actually lauded our efforts in promoting yoga, and this is the small attempt to see if we can get more people onto this app or even to the virtual online platform. Okay. So I'm going to show a quick simple sequence. It's part of kind of sun salutation sequence, part of it, so that it is a quick demonstration. So when a user starts here, I'm not going to go through all the pairing part, but I think this is the product here. Quickly, we can see the mat, and we have a small LED there, which shows some indication about what the mat status is. If it is coming up, or if it is during the real time, also it gives you some color indication. I hope you can see. And this is the mat we are having now in the market, which many people are using. And this is a small skin or kind of cotton or any kind of layers which users are comfortable with, and they can layer it on top of it. Okay. So this is also something that we are putting together as a product. Let me quickly just bring it up. So the app also has this computer vision. I'm not going to show the computer vision part of it, like basically for the upper body alignment and all. Here in this demo, I'm going to show this device facing you so that you can see what is happening during the session, and also the indication on the mat. Sorry, Shini, if I'm going over the time, so please let me know.
No, that's fine.
You're all good.
Anything you want to add before I go over for the demo, or I'm just jumping to the demo now? Yeah, okay. So user clicks begin practice. And there's a calibration step which happens based on the body weight or any changes, but we're going to skip it for now.
Welcome to YogiFi.
You can see So we have a start. We'll start with a breathing pattern, which we, as we load the program, we encourage a few breathing practice there. I'm going to keep it like this.
Namaste. Welcome to the foundation.
So I'm going to skip the introduction part in the interest of time. And this is a warm-up, which I'm going to skip it.
Let's begin with round 1.
And this is going to be done in 3 rounds.
YogiFi prepares you.
I'm going to show only 2 rounds.
Trainer's instructions and takes it easy on the posture correction by simply tracking without any feedback. Plank pose. Let's start with plank pose. Keep your palms shoulder width apart and feet together. Keep your core engaged.
I'm not going to step on the mat.
Please step onto the mat and perform the posture. Eight limbs pose. Exhale. Move the knees, chest and chin down, keeping the elbows close to your body and hips up. Comfort pose. Inhale, slide forward, moving the head and chest up till the navel. Keep your elbows close to the body. Mountain pose. Exhale, tuck your toes and move the hips up. Try to place your palms firm on the mat and heels down on the mat. Good to see you. In the second round, YogiFi levels up your practice by providing correctional feedback, thus helping you to stretch the right muscles and loosen up.
I'm going to keep the feet away.
Plank pose. Let's start with plank pose.
Back side.
Keep your palms shoulder width apart and feet together. Keep your core engaged. Excellent hold. Continue to work those core muscles. 8 limbs pose.
Feet together.
Exhale. Move the knees, chest and chin down.
So here I'm not
Keeping the
coming all the way
elbows
down.
close to your body and hips up. Attempt to keep your toes tucked in, knees, chest and chin on the mat. Comfort pose. Inhale, slide forward.
So you should get an idea now.
And chest up.
Basically based on the body posture and alignment.
Close to the body. Slide forward and come up till your abdomen. Beautiful cobra
So it
posture.
understands the alignment, also the body weight distribution there.
Mountain pose.
And in the mountain pose,
Exhale. Tuck your toes and move the hips up. Try to place your palms firm on the mat and heels down on the mat. Try to keep your big toes together. Try to keep your big toes together.
yeah.
In the final round, YogiFi makes you hold a little longer.
So I'm going to skip it now. I think this is just to give you an idea.
Benefits of each asana and maximize the after
And after the session is done, it gives you a posture analysis report, and that can be shared with the teacher or even with the community. So any of your friends or family. So essentially, that's the demo, Srini. And especially small details of asana practice here. If you look at Adho Mukha Svanasana, and the difference between the Parvatasana and this one, right? Like if you understand the details, so it kind of guides you based on that, the differences there, if somebody is not following it correctly. Okay, that's about the demo. So yeah, if the user is not on the mat, it is giving that given identification there. So that's about
Thank
it.
you.
That's about the demo. So thank you.
Thank you, Murali, for the fantastic demo of YogiFi. And for all of us, Murali should serve as an inspiration. And this company, it is one of the very advanced technologies. It's a smart mat that built on so many special electromagnetic, sensors, and it has AI, it has vision, it has AR, and all this stuff they are actually doing out of Bangalore. And initially they were procuring all the materials from China. Now they've actually trying to put up a fab in India. They were recognized as one of the fastest innovation company in India, and they're recognized by Google, Apple, and Amazon, and they are in the accelerators. And all of this, they're actually doing that with very little money. And every time Murali, shares, the progress that they're making on yoga and the simulation. If you look at it, what YogiFi is, very simply, it's like the Khan Academy for yoga. It allows anybody to pursue mastery-based mastery-based learning in the yoga with an assistant. So, like for example, if somebody were to own this YogiFi mat, they could literally come in and say, like, okay, I want to take Srini's class, I want to take Shailash's class, or I want to take Sriram's class, or whoever, Vamshi Sir's class, and then the mat guides you to how to actually perfect to exactly this. Today when we are teaching the yoga, we do not really know how the kids are actually doing. It's very technically impossible to know whether everybody is putting the right fingers, alignment, and everything there. This is where the technology and the human ingenuity come together to actually help us in pursue excellence. And we should all be extremely proud that Murali, like the people, is what YEC is all about. Murali is an inspirational wise leader. So thank you, Murali, and I think we're going to see this your yoga mat in many households, many people. So